Hey everyone, and welcome back to Waverly Reads. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the books that I brought in January. I have a new rule where I can only buy one book per every 2 books I read. Not to lower my TBR, though that is helpful, but also to give me some money. My wallet would thank me very much if I started nutting down on that. That being said, I gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books. In January and I read 6. To be fair, I only brought 2 of them. Well, no, I brought 6 of them, but we'll get into that later. I have some books that aren't included in my 2-for-1 book buying rule thing. The Fates Divide is excluded from that because I really want to buy that anyway, and I don't want to wait until I can earn that because I want to read it as soon as it comes out. So that will be being pre-ordered soon. And then I did a challenge with Shakira at the beginning of the month where we brought books blindfolded, and that also wasn't included because we had to buy 4 books, and at that point I'm pretty sure I'd only read 1, maybe 2, so it's okay. I'll start with the blindfolded books first, and I will also leave the link to that video in the description down below. First book I got is Nemesis by Brendan Reich. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I did read the first chapter of this and it really gripped me. It's about this girl named Min who is killed every 2 years on her birthday and then wakes up in like a ditch, unhurt, completely fine, no evidence of wounds, and alone, and it happens every 2 years by the same guy. It's also about another boy named Noah who's been having nightmares of murder and death, and he tries to hide the signs. Maybe he's the guy that's killing her. Full plot twist. The next book I picked up was The Hate List by Jennifer Brown. This is a book about a girl named Valerie who was dating this boy who kind of went crazy and killed a lot of people in their school because he seemed to think that Valerie also wanted them to be killed because they were the people on their hate list, which is the people they hated because they bullied them or they didn't treat them right and stuff like that, and they all ended up dying. And then Valerie threw herself in front of a bullet that he tried to do to someone who was near her, and obviously she saved that girl's life, and then he committed suicide. And Valerie is trying to prove innocence but also kind of feels guilty, and yeah, it just follows her. And also this is seriously floppy. The next book is Shutter by Courtney Alameda. This looks absolutely terrifying. It's also really floppy. I don't know what this is about. I haven't actually read the back or anything about it, but I also got Shutter. I think this is going to be one of my Halloween reads because I don't know, it just seems to fit that criteria. And then this next book I also haven't really looked into, and that's Surrender by Sonia Hartnett. I did read the first chapter of this and I got like really confused. It's about someone who's dying and he's looking back at his life with his dog. I don't know, I picked it up blindfolded. Next 2 are the 2 books that I brought on my 2-for-1, so I read 6 books, so I actually owe myself a book. This one is A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. This is another Twisted Tale Disney retelling where she goes around a myth around the story, and obviously this one is about Aladdin. And it says, what if Aladdin had never found the lamp? And then the next one is Shatter Me by Tara Murphy. All I really know about this book, but it sounds really cool, is it's about a girl named, does she even have a name on the back? A girl named Juliet who touches people and it kills them, and then she's being used as a weapon and she's trying to like become her own woman and like get away from it. Again, another really floppy book. Honestly, UK is like really upping its games with our paperbacks because now we're getting really fluffy books and I'm loving it. Next 3 books have a bit of a story behind them because I got them all for free. I don't know how it happened. I was just like scrolling down the works and I was like adding things to my cart because they don't have a wish list, I don't think. And then I went to go and view my cart and it said thank you for your purchase, and I was like, what? Purchase? I didn't purchase anything. I didn't put in shipping information, I didn't put in any bank details, I didn't like pay for these books whatsoever. And then I got a text later on that day saying your order is now ready to be picked up at your local The Works store, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know what I had brought. And I'll tell you in a minute why I know that I hadn't brought these, because no money came out my bank for one, and then I didn't put in payment info and stuff like that. and also because I would not have brought any of these books. The first book is King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. I wouldn't have brought this because it's the third book in the series and I only have the first book, which I haven't even read. The next book is On the Other Side by Kerry Hope Fletcher. I wouldn't have got this because Tia has a copy and now Shakira has a copy too. I could have just borrowed it from them if I wanted to read it, but now I have my own. And the last book I got was The Method by Shannon Kirk, and although this book does sound really good as well, I would have brought this, but Shakira has it, so I could have borrowed it. Like, the point is, I wouldn't have brought any of these books, like, at all, and I got them for free. And I know I wouldn't have clicked purchase, I was just really confused. It was a confusing time, but I got free books. I can't complain. These are all the books that I got in January, and that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to say. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you think of them. What should I read first? That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I make a video every Thursday and I post a vlog every Monday. A weekly vlog every Monday. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Waverly and now I'm off to read. Bye!